Wake up. Let's look at some Bitcoin shots. Nothing has changed.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're up early today. We're up, or I guess it's not really early. It's not really early at all, to be honest. But we're up earlier than usual. I think I'm going to start streaming a little bit earlier. I kind of like getting up earlier and kind of looking at the charts earlier, man. That gives me some joy in the morning. But what's going on, man? Bitcoin's coming back down. 28,960. Is today the day that Bitcoin is going to break its lows and go back down to the downside? That's what we're looking at today. I don't know. Well, I have my idea of what I think is going to happen, and I'll let you guys know what I think is going to happen. But other than that, what's going on this morning, man? You got altcoins getting absolutely trounced. Altcoins breaking macro supports. You got altcoins breaking wick. You got altcoins breaking wick supports. Altcoins breaking. Breaking testing wick supports. You got altcoins coming back down. And Bitcoin is trying to hold its support. Will it hold this morning? Right. I think a lot of it depends on the stock market, as we know. We'll look at that as we get closer to it. But 28,940. Bitcoin's coming back down now. Short term, right? Short term. Michael said Jordan can't wake up early and say vector. Facts, man. Absolute facts. Bitcoin's coming down 28.9. Just be careful on this one, guys. I do think Bitcoin will get, in my opinion, and this is sort of just the way I look at the market at the moment. I do think Bitcoin will get a slight retrace back up before it eventually comes back down. I do think it's going to come down. Just be wary that you are getting a pretty massive 4-hour candle to the downside. We're just coming back down to test our lows, right? All in all, we're still in our range, so we can't get too fearful here. Even though altcoins continue to just bleed against BTC, we kind of expect that to happen in this sense. But altcoins just continue to bleed against BTC. We'll look at mostly altcoins today. But holy moly, man, Bitcoin once again just rejected off the 50 EMA, and that's why we keep talking about the 50 EMA, guys. We keep coming up to the 50 EMA in the 4-hour. Rejected, right? Rejected. Slight deviation to the upside. Rejected. Slight deviation to the upside. Rejected. Slight deviation to the upside. Rejected. Every time we come up to this, it's like a slow crawl back up to the 50 EMA before an eventual just pounce to the downside, right? Absolutely pounce to the downside. It is what it is. London's fallen 28,856. We're going to watch this morning. Let's see if here's what I'm watching for, guys. We have this wick down here in the 1-hour time frame. What I'm seeing here is if Bitcoin loves to come back down and take the wicks. So we have this wick down here in the green box looking left. Is this just Bitcoin coming back down to take the wick before coming back up and taking this vector candle back up here, retrace back up to the 50 EMA? That's what we're going to watch right now. The bearish scenario is if Bitcoin comes back down and breaks these lows, then we gotta be looking at this. But you have the 1-hour stock RSI bottoming out. You have the 4-hour stocks coming back down. It looked like it's going to be bottoming out right at support there, right? So once again, I wouldn't get uber bearish right at support. I think it's better to be bearish at resistance, right? But one of these days, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to come back down into this range, into the $26,000, $27,000 range, where our little smiley face is, because we are building a big macro. Okay, it's the effing vector candles. Wake up, said Falcon. Absolutely true. Make sure you guys wake the heck up. Bitcoin's dumping. We've been waiting for Bitcoin to come back down a little bit for a few days. Let's get it. Still expecting it to break down. We're still in this macro descending triangle pattern where we have horizontal support and we have a downtrend of resistance, which is a classic descending triangle. Breakout target is back down towards the $25,800 level, which I do think we will see, right? I think we will see that at some point. I'm going to stand by my prediction, okay? And I do think we're going to see that move back down to the downside, man. Vector alert. What's going on, Joe Daddy? younger, better looking one. You know what, Dan? You know what, Dan? Get out of here, Dan. Just kidding. I love you, man. Dan, don't go anywhere, man. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. How am I later than you? Dan, you got it. You got to start getting up early, man. But yeah, guys, if you know, I wouldn't get too bearish at support, but you know, if we do break that $28,500 level, just be ready, man. I keep saying, guys, I'm not going to tell you to buy. I'm not going to tell you to DCA, but have a plan. Okay, if you don't have a plan in place, you're going to be scrambling around when shit hits the fan. You don't want to be scrambling around when shit hits the fan. You want to have a plan, have orders ready, right? If you have too much you invested, right? And if you have too much, if you invested too much and you can't afford to lose, you know, be prepared, right? Just be prepared for any scenario. Don't plan when shit's already hitting the fan. Have a plan already in place on where you want to pick up some more crypto, where you might want to sell some crypto, right? Have a plan in place whatever your strategy is, okay? Don't wait for shit to hit the fan. I think everyone usually waits, oh, I'm just going to wait. And then you kind of just like get you know, you kind of get lost in the whole shuffle, and Bitcoin has like a 20% drop day and you miss out because you didn't have a plan, right? So take it for what you will. What do you think of ApeCoin? Oh, ApeCoin's getting absolutely destroyed, man. We're going to check out ApeCoin too. All right, so Bitcoin's coming back down, 28,838. We're going to see if Bitcoin can come back down, take the wick, and have a W formation back up to the upside. Okay, we know Bitcoin loves to do W formations, loves to come back down and take the wicks. Absolutely loves to come back down and take the wicks. So just a couple examples, guys. I mean, it loves to do this at support, right? Let's look left. Right here, you had this wick here. What did Bitcoin do? W formation back up to the upside and took the wick, right? Now, sometimes it doesn't come all the way back down, right? But it loves to come back down and take its little wickaroos. And actually, lately it's actually been going slightly lower. This move, you had this wick here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Retrace back to the upside, right? After taking the wick, right? We see this consistently at the bottom. So, you know, once again, I wouldn't get too bearish at support. But in my opinion, at some point, Bitcoin's going to break the support, right? The more times we hit it, it's got to break at some point. 28,820. All right, let's see what happens here. Ape, like AVAX, is high inflation. All right, let's go. I know all you guys want to check out all coins. We'll kind of check out Bitcoin as we kind of go along. Ethereum coming back down and actually breaking that. Actually, I mean, to be fair, actually, let me. I know you guys want the original candles back. Let me actually just change this back to our main settings here. Okay. Ethereum coming back down, and look what Ethereum's doing, man. We've been talking about this. Everyone, I keep saying that altcoins are going to come back down and take the wick. Altcoins are now coming back down to take their wicks. People were calling me crazy, man. Altcoins are already doing it, right? So we had this wick down here. We said that most likely ETH was going to come back down into this range. And there it is. ETH coming back down into this range, right? I'm sort of saying, as long as the daily stock RSI is topped out, I cannot see a move to the upside. We need some red days to kind of reset that daily stock RSI, right? And Ethereum, there it is, man, coming right back down to take this wick, right? Coming right back down. So there it is. How much lower we go? I still think, you know, you come back down and take a little bit more of that before the open today. Right, so ETH coming back down. If Ethereum, you know, let's look at it this way. If Ethereum does come back down and break that wick support, if we look left, where could we be looking at? So this is obviously a big support for Ethereum, right? Right here, we have had so many wicks to this level, back down to about 1,700, right? So right here, 1,700. If Ethereum does break that level, all right, where could we be looking at potentially? Let me actually just fix this real quick because this is all kind of jacked up. This is all kind of jacked up. All kind of jacked up, man. Where can we see ETH coming down to? I think at the very least, you'd be looking at about 1572. Right at this level right here. At the very, very least, about 1575 at the very least for ETH if that level does break. So let's watch this. But in all, we've been waiting for this W formation, right? And if I'm hoping Bitcoin can get a little lower to actually form it so then altcoins can pounce back. And I'm still looking for the bada bing, bada boom, bada bing W formation back up to the upside, right? That's still what I'm waiting for. So all in all, it's okay, right? It's okay. I know it looks bad and everyone's going to get super, super bearish as the price drops here, but this is actually what you want to see. You want to see those big moves to the downside, right? Can you see when the big moves to the downside, normally, right? Normally, eventually, you're going to come back up and take those candles, right? So all in all, it's good. It's good. Chill out, right? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, let's go check out BTC. So BTC did come back down into this range. Let's see if it bounces back up to the upside. I do think it will bounce back to the upside here. Well, let's see. Let's see. Drew said, remember the pant. Remember the pant, man. George said the bottom is in. Listen, man. No one knows when the bottom is in. So, I mean, George is just doing his best guess based off the information he has, which I think is very little. But, he's doing his best guess. So, it's okay. It's okay. I do think this is going to hold right now, guys. I think we're going to get a slight retrace back up to the 50 EMA before we eventually slam back to the downside. I guess, like I said, man, I just don't see the scenario. Just going back to BTC here real quick, right? I don't see the scenario where BTC goes up with the daily stocks topped out. Go back in the charts. You'll never find a bottom where the daily stock RSI is topped out and you just continue up from the range. You might be in an uptrend where the daily stocks are already topped out and you can continue up, but a rally is not going to start with the daily stocks topped out. It's just not, right? And that's why I do think we have to get that one more move. I shouldn't say one more move. A move to the downside, right? Before we eventually get that little dead cat bounce, and then we come back to the 200 EMA, right? That's sort of what I'm looking at there. So let's keep watching this. Do think, it's just a prolonged descending triangle pattern, right? Where you just keep getting lower highs, horizontal support. Eventually, this is going to break, in my opinion, to the downside, but it is what it is. And then we can. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Like, you want to see that. You want to see that. One, you get better buy orders, and when you create the W formations, you get moves back to the upside. So it's all good. It's all freaking good. Let's see. Jordan, what is the 50 EMA for? 50 EMA, you typically on any time frame see if Bitcoin has a major move one way or the other, you usually always see it retrace back to the 50 EMA, right? So if you see a big move to the upside, you usually see a retrace to the 50 EMA. You see a big move to the downside, you usually see a retrace to the 50 EMA and back test it, whichever way you go. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? So, guys, look at some of these alts, man. Let's go look at AVAX. Right? I mean, people were calling me crazy about AVAX just yesterday, where I said, AVAX looks like it's coming back down to take this wick. I had people saying, nope, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen in the charts. We hit the bottom. Well, there it is, man. You always come back down and take the wicks. So, AVAX came back down and took this wick literally exactly at the bottom of that wick. And you get so far so good, you're holding it, but we got to see what Bitcoin does today, because AVAX could see a drop if Bitcoin does. And if you look at it, where could AVAX drop to? If this breaks, where could AVAX potentially drop to? I'm looking at all the way over here towards the range of between about 14 and 15 bucks. You have a vector candle over there, and you have previous support and resistance looking back left over in that area. So let's just watch AVAX, but I know that sounds crazy too. I know a $15 AVAX sounds crazy, like it'll never happen. Guys, if Bitcoin drops to 25K again, I'm willing to bet you that AVAX will be at 15 bucks. Okay? I know that sounds absolutely crazy. Like, that's such a huge drop. When Bitcoin drops, altcoins get annihilated. Okay? So I know it sucks to hear, but that's just the reality of the situation. I know it's like completely unbelievable that, that we could see AVAX drop another 40% from the levels that it already did. But that's sort of what I'm looking at here. You get the daily stocks coming back down. It's going to be a nice reset. It's going to be a nice reset. Polygon. Look at Polygon. What else we got? So ApeCoin, big move to the downside. 510, right? You had this vector candle here. Stop with the bears. Ah, man. See, this is...
Rant alert.
Stop with the bear stuff. I'm just trying to, right? Just tell realistic scenarios, okay? Just telling realistic scenarios. So ApeCoin, Vector candle right here, right? Move to the upside. You know, how usually happens? You usually come back down and take about half of the vector candle. What happened? Where are you at right now? Literally, right? Literally, came back halfway to the vector candle. Literally exactly. And that's where we're sitting right now, right? So is ape going to continue down? I mean, if Bitcoin does, right? If Bitcoin does, I think Bitcoin's going to have a slight retrace to the upside in the hourly time frame. Okay, this is the hourly time frame before it moves back down. Jordan is so negative. Nah, dude, there's a difference between being realistic and negative. If you want me to be George and sit here and lie to you the whole stream, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't have to tell you. We're talking short-term moves. All in all, it's okay. It's okay. At this point, if you're a bull, it's okay to want lower prices. Okay? It's okay to want lower prices. You're going to get better buy opportunities for when the market goes back up. It's okay. Okay? Not going to sit here and, really, I mean, just say the bottom is in, when I don't think it is. Right? I'm going to be realistic here. Be realistic. Let's see. BTC gonna go up. We gonna make it. It's okay, guys. Being short-term bearish is okay. Okay? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. ANC. Better start closing your shorts. What if the market doesn't go back up? Made it. This is what it is. Imagine your followers wanting you to lie so they feel nice. I mean, it is what it is. I understand. I understand it. It's not fun to hear this stuff. Everyone wants the price to go up, okay? I want the price to go up, but I have to look at it from a realistic scenario. I don't see anything bullish on the charts, man. Until Bitcoin comes back down and takes this wick, I don't see anything bullish for Bitcoin and alts. But that's okay. You're going to get buy opportunities for future price movements back up to the upside. It's okay, all in all. But I think I want to be, I don't want to sit here and just look at stupid tech dev fractals and, I'm going to rant this morning. I don't want to sit here and look at stupid tech dev fractals and stupid 5-wave Elliott theory to 200K in the next 6 months when I don't see that happening. Now, if it happens, all right, awesome. I'll be super pumped. I just don't see that happening, man. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. I'm gonna continue to be short-term bearish until Bitcoin comes back down to the mid 20Ks, right? As long as that takes. If that takes 2 months, okay, so be it. I'm gonna remain short-term bearish until Bitcoin comes back down. But I'm not going to sit here and see Bitcoin in a descending triangle pattern with the daily stock RSI topped out, right? With no signs of reversal on the weekly time frame, with giant wicks on the downside that we still have to recover, and sit here and go, oh yeah, I think Bitcoin gonna go up, right? I think Bitcoin gonna go up. Bitcoin gonna go up. Guys, Bitcoin's due to gonna go back up. Gonna go. No, I'm not gonna sit there and do that, man.
Rant alert.
It is what it is. All right. So let's continue. I'm not gonna do that. Jordan breaking out harmonic patterns. Let me chug some water here, man. I'm fine with 10K BTC. It'll be tasty. No, I don't want 10K BTC. That's too much. 20K? Okay. We can deal with 20K. First of all, I don't want to be eating a sock. Okay, I don't want to be eating a sock. 10K is too low. All right? But 20K, hey, give me some 20K BTC. Give me some 1500 ETH. Come on. Give me some $1,400 ETH. Come on, man. Give me some. I'll take that. Sock alert. I'm not eating the sock, man. We're not going below 20K. It might be short-term bearish, but I do not think we're going below 20K. I will say that. If it happens, I'll eat the sock. It is what it is. All right. All right. Only reason I'm looking at alts, guys, I know some people are like, why the hell are we looking at altcoins? The only reason I'm looking at alts, not because they're going to do their own thing, but just to look at where we could be. I mean, I want people to see the realistic scenarios of where altcoins could go, right? You got Solana coming back down. Once again, man, you still got this wick to come back down and take, right? The market makers are going to come and take that liquidity. They're not just going to leave it there and just go, yeah, we're going to the upside, right? They're not going to do that. We're going to come back down, take some of this, right? Whether how low it's going to go, but all in all, it's good. It's good. Sometimes downside action is good, all right? Let the market makers build some longs before they push it back to the upside, right? Back to the 50 EMA. At some point, these altcoins are going to have a move back up to the 50 EMA. We haven't retested the 50 EMA since all the way back on April 20th. So we haven't retested the 50 EMA in over a month, right? So at some point, it's going to have a retrace back up there. At some point, you know, all altcoins are going to have a retrace back up there. It's just a matter of when, you know, and you know, people have been calling for a bounce, you know, since as long as I can remember, right? So just have patience. I do think it's going to come relatively soon, but you got to have patience, right? You got to have patience. If you have that move back down here, there's going to be a lot of fear, anger in the chat. I can already see it the last couple days, man. People are losing their patience a little bit. I can already see it. People are on edge a little bit. It is what it is. Michael said, let's start planning this out. Are you eating the sock in a morning or night stream? Night stream, man. I will put it in the thumbnail of me literally holding the sock in my mouth. Okay? I will literally, God, it's giving me that. Oh, that's literally giving me that, jeez, man. Oh, it's giving me that taste in my, like that little dry taste on my tongue. It sounds disgusting, man. Not like taste. You guys know that dry feeling on your mouth when you think about a sock, like a sock, or you think about putting a seatbelt in your mouth? You know exactly what feeling I'm talking about. When you like take a seatbelt and you go, it looks so wrong. But yeah, you take the seatbelt and you like rub it against your tongue. You know what I'm talking about. What's going on, Falcon? Good to see you, man. Pawtucket said, working from home today, hitting bong rips. There you go, man. Viral said, I made 7x in 3 days from Tifi token. Bro, Tifi. I saw Tifi. I saw my guy Ray Santos on Twitter talking about Tifi. What's Tifi? Tifi token? Yeah, it's not on TradingView, man. But I saw him talking about that. I eat seatbelts all the time. Oh, man. The fuck? Come on, man. Don't be shitting on me in the chat. Listen, I was trying to tell you what that thing does. Dude, when have you put a seatbelt in your mouth? I've never actually put a seatbelt in my mouth. I'm just saying, visualize you taking a seatbelt and going like this. I've never actually eaten a seatbelt. Who do you think I am? Just gonna sit there and eat a seatbelt? Who does that? Who does that? Come on. I didn't literally mean a seatbelt. Oh, man. That's funny. But, like, the sock is not happening. To get back to it, the sock is not happening, and it is what it is. Let me do a poll real quick. Do you think BTC will break 20K? Let's do in the next 2 years, because obviously, I mean, at some point will Bitcoin go to zero? I have no freaking clue. Let's do it in the next 2 years to make it more legit. Do you think Bitcoin will go to 20K in the next 2 years? Let's do it. I like to lick the bus seats. That's disgusting. Do you lick windows? No. Mentally challenged. God, man. That's brutal. All right, what else we got? Why is this on Solana? This is all jacked up. Hold up. Go back to BTC. There we go. All righty. What else we got? Link down to 648. Link sitting at macro support again. Man, the altcoins Love to come back down and take those wicks. Yeah, I mean, Chainlink's going to come back down and take this wick too. It's going to come back down and take this wick. Whether it's now, whether it's today or tomorrow, it's going to come back down and take this wick. Daily stock RS topped out. Perfect opportunity to come back down. And it's okay. Like I keep saying this, man. It's okay. If you come back down, take this, right? Reset the daily stock RSI, right? And then you're going to have room to run back to the upside in a W formation. You know, all in all, it all works out. It all works out all in all. So, you know, short-term pain equals long-term pleasure. That's one of my favorite sayings. Short-term pain equals long-term pleasure. So, you know, short-term pleasure usually equals long-term pain. Think about it that way. That's the way I look at it. So, yeah, all in all, I think it's quite possible Chainlink comes to mid fives and then bounces back up again. DXY dip into $100. Let's go look at the DXY. So NASDAQ, it's 9 o'clock. We still got the NASDAQ coming on. Let's go look at the DXY. If you guys could smack the like button on the stream, by the way, I would appreciate if you guys could smack that like button. If you're enjoying the stream. If you're not, hey, like I said, man, feel free to press the dislike button. Not everyone's going to agree with what I say, but the thing about me is I'm going to say it how I think, and if people don't agree, it is what it freaking is, right? We live in a clown world anyways. Who cares what people think? DXY, let's see. Let's see. DXY 102.03, or sorry, 102 and 3 cents. It looks like the DXY is building a strong base, building a very, very strong base. I'm just playing around. I mean, listen, it's tough to chart the DXY, right? You would have thought that breaking above the previous resistance points, it would have just held, right? But it just, nope, it blasted right back below. You know, there's a lot of people think that topped out. A lot of people think it's just a little short-term move to the downside before it moved back up. But all in all, if you look at it, it loves to come back down to the 50 EMA. I think people are getting a little bit overreactive on the DXY dumping here. And could happen, don't get me wrong, but if you kind of look at the movements, it's kind of the same thing as something about the chart, right? You move back up, retrace to the 50, retrace slightly below the 50, retrace to the 50, right? Slight deviation of the 50, retrace to the 50. Just loves to retrace back to the 50 EMA. You got a little bit too extended. It has a pullback. Everyone's calling DXY dumping, DXY dumping, DXY's topped out, right? It could be. It could be one of these times, right? But all in all, I mean, nothing's really changed. It's still in that uptrend above the 50 EMA. Until you break below the 50 EMA, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It could just be it loves to come back to it, right? And all these times, people calling top, 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 top. See what happens. I hope it's topped out. I do. I hope it comes back down because that means crypto rallies most of the time, right? Usually when it comes back up to these ranges and it gets rejected, we start a rally, right? We start a rally. So I hope it's topped out, but I'm going to wait for that dip below the 50 EMA before I get too excited there. People are going mad. Heat said, long stream, please. Need to drive around to listen to the stream. I'll stay on until the market open, right? I'll stay on until the market open. Why not, man? Bitcoin gonna go up? Anyone here play COD Vanguard? Nah, man. I haven't played COD, the new COD this year. Waterfly said, Sing Clinton not here. Should we do Bet Boss? Can you do early stream 2 weeks straight? Yes. Tomorrow, we'll see about tomorrow. I'm going to a concert tonight, so I'm probably not going to be up early tomorrow. Probably not, man. I would say, all right, Waterfly, after tomorrow, starting on Monday, I will do 2 weeks straight, early, 8:30 streams. But not tomorrow, I have no promises. No promises tomorrow. Because concerts and you know, it's gonna be a late night. So this is what it is. COD not. Yes, Wayne. If we close above 29.1, we have 1 hour and 4 hour bullish div, so short term up. Yeah, I think we have short term up too. I think we have short-term up. That kind of matches what I'm looking at, right? You got hourly stock RSI top bottomed out. You got vector candles popping up top here, right? On the hourly time frame, you got vector candles. On the 15-minute, you got this massive one here. That Bitcoin's still going to come back up and get, right? Bitcoin's still going to come back up and get that. Right back to the 50 EMA. So this is the kind of direction that I see at the moment for BTC. You just came back down and took the wick. You're going to have a W formation. Back up to the 50 EMA. Probably back up to, you know, somewhere in the 29.5 region. Somewhere in that region. And then we kind of go from there, right? I think predicting any farther than that, you got to wait to see what pops up at that point, right? A lot can change in a couple hours. A lot can change in a couple hours. Overall, in the 4 hour, still the same type of thing. I see a slight retrace. I mean, Bitcoin loves to just have these big dumps and then retrace to the 50 EMA, right? Massive dump, retrace. Massive dump, retrace. Massive dump, retrace. Right? Quick moves to the downside and then slow grinds to the upside. But every time it does it, it keeps making lower highs, right? Big move to the downside, lower high. Big move to the downside, lower high. Downside, lower high. Downside, lower high. Downside. You get that lower high again. Eventually, this support's going to break, in my opinion. Right? All these pumps just keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker as you go on. Right? You can just see it in the charts. The pumps keep getting weaker. Weak pump, weak pump, weak pump. Lower highs. In my opinion, that's coming down. We'll see if it plays out. That's ultimately what I see. That's okay, man. That's okay. That's why we have the smiley face down here. That's why we have the smiley face down here. Because when it does come down here, all right, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. You're going to have people scrambling. It's going to be the people who make the right decisions in this range, okay? The people that are going to be the winners. The people that make the right decision in this range are going to be the long-term winners. The question is, are you going to be a long-term winner? And are you going to make the right decision, right? Whether it's buying the dip or holding on to the sidelines if you think it's going to go lower. The people who make the right decision on this next move, I think, will be greatly rewarded for it. Greatly rewarded for it, in my personal opinion. Once again, I'm just a simple pleb here. This is the general direction I see Bitcoin doing, right? Dump, come back up, dump again, W formation, a retrace back up to the mid to high 30Ks, and then ultimately a move back down again to test the 200 SMA, back down in this region, before then probably going sideways for a little bit, right? Like a typical bear market does. But that's my general thought process on what the next couple months could look like for BTC. But I could be wrong, right? Once again, I'm just a pleb. I'm just a pleb who sits here and looks at charts. Just like everyone else, right? Just down all day. Find out. Bears are going to get slaughtered. Jordan, you're the people's pleb? Stas said I told you to short yesterday. I mean, it was easy short. I mean, right now, if you short anywhere near the 50 EMA, you're killing it. You're killing it. Every time. Every single time. Let's see.
I told you to short yesterday, Jordan.
Stas. Nice, man. Good stuff on your short, man, if you killed it. Nice job, man. Jordan has kind of become a bear. I mean, I've been bearish for... I mean, to me, I've been bearish really since Bitcoin broke out of that bear flag, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was the last... for the short term, that was like kind of like my last hurrah for the bulls. When you had this move up here, right? You were trying to get back above the 50-week. And that rejection on the 50-week and then the ensuing break of that bear flag there, that was kind of like the nail in the coffin for me, man. As soon as we broke that to the downside down here, yeah, that was kind of the nail in the coffin for me. But, hey, this is what it is, man. Wait, what? Benny said, why our intro trying to talk like an American? Once the tank happened, you started talking American for some reason. I am American. What does that even mean? Where do you think I'm from? I am not from Italy. I am American. What do you nuts think I'm American? Listen, that makes no sense, Benny. I am American. Guys, read what Benny said. Read what Benny said in the chat. Why are intro trying to talk like an American? Once the tank happened, you started talking American again. What does that even mean? My stomach hurts. Shouldn't have eaten that second seatbelt. Nice. Talking a walk with my bear cousins. Nice, dude. Hey, it is what it is. Let me see your hands. Darren said he's smoking again. No, man, I'll do that. You are not American? When Jordan sings pre-stream, let's look at Bitcoin charts. It's like fingers on a chalkboard.
Talking a walk with my bear cousins.
Talking a walk with my bear cousins. All right, here comes BTC. 28,808. We're getting that move to the downside. Is it going to break this range? Right? The hope for the short-term hope for long says a recovery of this wick and a bounce. So Bitcoin's coming back down to test these lows again. Is it going to hold this range? If it breaks this range, then we're going to... Then the party could get started, man. Could maybe finally have a little party starter here. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the party to start. Right now is just the precursor to the party, man. The precursor to the good days. It's ridiculous, man. Look at some of these altcoins, man. You got AVAX dropping at $24. That is absolutely shenanigans. Look at AVAX. AVAX is coming back down to that wick low. That's crazy, man. It's not just AVAX. It's pretty much everything. I mean, Algo, 37 cents. Back down to the downside. Craziness. Craziness. Polkadot, $9. Shenanigans, man. Polkadot's probably going to come back down and take that wick as well. Back to 868. Probably going to come back down here. Taking that range, which it's on its way of doing right now. See if you have anything left. No, you have everything on the left. Yeah, it's probably going to come back down this range, more than likely. I mean, all coins, I mean, we can look at a bunch of altcoins. Even ETH is getting trounced. Look at ETH. Right back into the range, right back into the wick range, 1789 for ETH. ETH is getting trounced. It's my favorite word right now is trounced. That altcoin's getting trounced, man. Absolutely trounced. All right. So late to work. Dan said, so late to work, Panda's going to fire me. Listen, man, I don't even know what I can say nowadays, but that's funny, Dan. That's funny, Dan. That's funny, man. I agree. Dan has like the best sense of humor, man. I'm glad some people in this world aren't so sensitive to every single thing someone says. I am glad. Thank you, Dan, for having a sense of humor, man. That was funny, bro. That was funny. Those are my type of jokes, so obviously on here I gotta be careful what I say. All right, 28,813. Let's see. Before they fire you, can you grab a box of coconut shrimp? Panda Express is good. I love me some Panda Express. Panda Express is so good. It has so many different options, right? And yet I love chicken and beef, and it has so many different chicken and beef options. I know it's fast food Chinese food, but I mean for what it is, for what the fast food Chinese food is, it's good. It's good. Be right back. Off to McDonald's to mine some more BTC. Nice. All right, 28,732. We're coming back down to test the lows. Coming back down to test the lows. Will Bitcoin break the lows? Or are we panicking for no reason? Let me know in the chat. Smack up that like button for Bitcoin testing 20 at 8,600. Let's see. What is Bitcoin going to do here, guys? Is it going to bounce back to the upside? We got 18 minutes to the market open here. Still looking at this W formation, man. I'm still looking at this W formation. See if it plays out, though. Let's see if it plays out or they're going to break the range. That's how we're going to know. My Print Express don't have options. Nice. P2E launching soon. Safeway Finance. Safeway Finance. Supreme P2E. Do you think anyone wants to invest in P2E? With high inflation, greasy. My long is in. Nice, man. I don't. Unless a lot of people are like, oh my god. Listen, wait for the confirmation of the move. Wait for the break of the wick. I don't think there's any reason to panic until you get the break of the wick. W formation about to turn into a Y. A Y formation. It's everyone just building liquidity for the new Luna 2.0. You think so? Could be. What's funny, I wonder if there might be some people in here who work at fast food and starting to pray pretty good. Oh, there's probably a ton of people in here. There's nothing wrong at working anywhere, right? Nothing wrong at working anywhere. You gotta do what you gotta do, and quite honestly, I mean, a lot of fast food places are paying more than typical jobs nowadays. Know what I mean? If you work 60 hours a week at McDub's, you're probably making more than some people working a 9-to-5 job, wearing a suit and tie every day. Seriously. Seriously. If you work 60 hours a week at McDub's with OT, you're probably making more than, some pleb, I mean, not a pleb, some pleb working a 9-to-5, wearing a tie, and he gets lunch at McDonald's from someone who's making more than a burger at McDonald's. Listen, that's the world we live in, I guess. That's the world we live in, I guess. That's why I don't really like, I don't know. It's kind of off topic when you get to like salary versus hourly pay. You know what I mean? Salary versus hourly pay. Should I work at Burger King? I can sell. Yeah. This is what it is. Just look for a job in tech. True. Delivery services. Minimum wage jobs keep going up, but normal job wages stay the same. Facts. And that's going to have an effect at some point, right? Because if they keep raising the minimum wage, but the middle class wage doesn't go up, right? You're going to have an issue there. You're going to have an issue at some point. All right? Eventually, the middle class wage is going to have to go up to match the minimum salary wage. And there's going to be a huge issue there because a lot of businesses aren't going to be able to afford that, So that's probably going to be an issue that comes down the road, especially as the markets come down, That's definitely going to be an issue. All right, 29,760. What's going on? Let's see. ETH shitting? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, all coins are shitting the bed. 1758. Let's go look at ETH. ETH coming back down to take that wick. Look at that, man. Finally. This is what patience does for you. All right? Patience. We always come back down to take the wicks. Come on, man. Have some patience. 1741. Let's see if ETH comes back down and tests these lows again here in the daily time frame. Let's see. Let's see. ETH coming back down. 1738. We're seeing sell-off from altcoins across the board right now. AVAX down 50%, Ape down 14%, Theta down 12%, Solana down 12%, Harmony down 12%, ETC down 12%, ETH down 10%, DOT down 10%, Algo down 10%, Link down 10%. We're seeing all coins coming down today. Coming back down to lows. Holy moly, BTC with a giant wick to the downside. Holy moly. There it is, boys. The break we've been waiting for. Let's see if it holds on the 4-hour close. There it is, man. There it is. It's coming. Give me the smiley face, man. Give me the smiley face. Give me the smiley face. GG. I sharded quick. Someone said I sharded, man. Give me the smiley face, man. Come on, bro. All right. Look at the altcoin chart. It told you the Y pattern. 27K incoming. Now, I mean, if the NASDAQ opens red, I mean, it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a shit show. Because now Bitcoin lost support. You're going to have people scrambling around. And you have altcoins also just getting absolutely pummeled. Coming back down to take their wicks. You have some already breaking the wicks. Look at AVAX, man. I mean, it's not gonna go down in a straight line, guys. You're gonna have retraces back up and whatnot. Like AVAX is making a vector candle here on the daily, so it's gonna retrace to that at some point. But yeah, if you look at this, I mean, AVAX is gonna have a retrace at some point. It's not just gonna plummet to the downside. It could plummet to the downside, but it's obviously gonna have a retrace back up and take that liquidity back to the upside. Nothing goes up and down in a straight line. You know what I mean? But yeah, this could be a gnarly 4-hour candle. Let's see. It's going to be a gnarly 4-hour candle. There it is, man. We're at least we're finally out of the range. Can we get a pump song or out of the range? Let's freaking go, man. Finally out of the range. This makes me happier than anything. I was so sick of that stupid range, man. We're in that range for 2 weeks. Gonna go up. Get your beer and liquor ready. Can't wait for George's stream later. The real data will be tomorrow. Yeah, we'll find out. Get your beer and liquor ready. Pooping in this market is like snoozing. Give me the smiley face, man. Yeah, you sick puppy. No retest on that drop, though. Could be fake. Yeah, no retests. So, I mean, guys, you got vector candles popping up left and right. You got this massive one down here. It's got to retrace this. It's got to retrace this. It can drop further first, but it's going to come back up and retrace this at some point. At some point, it's going to come back up and retrace this. So just be ready for it. You still got a long close on the hourly, too. So, I mean, we still got to close below this. Like, if I know it's dumping right now, but if Bitcoin comes back up and can close back above 28.6 by the 4-hour close, I mean, we'll look back this as a nothing burger, just a big wick to the downside. But yeah, if Bitcoin gets that close below 28.6, I think it's I think you're gonna see the lows finally. We've been waiting on the daily time frame, man. You finally got that stock RSI cross to the downside in the daily yesterday. And that's the signal that you can come back down to the downside here on the W formation. And then we're going to wait for that W formation. And it's all good. We're going to wait for the W formation. Everyone's going to panic, say we're going to 10K. And then you're going to have a retrace, right? And everyone's going to say bull market's back on. And then it's going to come back down again. Rinse and repeat. Nothing has changed, hasn't closed or retested. I know, Rodney. I know, okay? I know. Pentoshi was right. We pumped this week. Oh, Pentoshi was wrong as hell, man. It's actually the first time I've seen Pentoshi wrong about a macro move, actually, that I've ever watched, that I've ever looked at his Twitter. Right? A lot of big traders, man. A lot of big traders said we're going to pump this week. Pentoshi, that ape guy. I forget his name. This ape guy. A lot of big traders were going to say we're going to pump this week. Which, I mean, I didn't understand why they thought I didn't understand why they thought we're going to pump this week. But, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't see anything on the charts that was like, oh my God, we're going to pump this week. But, it is what it is. I know not everyone's right, but Satoshi bought near the top too. Did he? I thought he was bearish at the top. Plan P. I tipped when Satoshi bought. I took profit when Satoshi bought. Was strange. It was weird, man. It was the first time I actually kind of disagreed with what he was saying, to be fair. In a long time. I like Trounce better. The ape guy. They were thinking we can't have 9 weeks down in a row. Oh, he bought the near protocol top. Do they just flip a coin and say pump or dump? I mean, I don't really know. He doesn't really tell us his strategy. I mean, he kind of just looks at support and resistance levels. But he definitely has some deeper strategy that he doesn't say, openly. All right, so DXY, just kind of chilling on the DXY. Alts. Our alt's gonna get trounced. I love the word trounced, man. It sounds so brutal, right? Doesn't trounce sound so brutal? Solana. Yeah, Solana coming down here. It's gonna have a retrace, man. You're getting 3 hits to the downside, right? You got 1 vector candle, 2 vector candle, 3 vector candle, 3 hits to the downside. Does it mean it can't wick lower? No. But you have that 3 hits to the downside. Usually means you're going to have a retrace back up. And a retrace back up to the 50 EMA wouldn't then surprise me. We got to see what the NASDAQ does on the open, man. We got to see what the NASDAQ does on the open. If the NASDAQ can somehow open green and kind of go up from there, you'll probably see Bitcoin retrace too. So let's see what the NASDAQ does on the open, guys. 7 minutes to the NASDAQ open. Besides that, I mean, we're chilling. The 3-day. 3-day breaking the lows. Interesting stuff. Decimate is better than trounce. Decimated, man. Crack is back. Jerome said, never listen to crypto YouTubers. They don't know shit. Just DCA and HODL. I agree, man. I agree. Anyone who's watching my channel forever knows that I call myself a pleb. I don't claim to know what's going to happen. I'm just telling you the way I'm looking at the market, and that's it. Right? And what have I always said? I think the best strategy is just to DCA and HODL as well. It's definitely the best strategy. Definitely the best strategy. For sure, my man. I don't get why YouTuber thinks we can't have 8 to 9 red week candles. Oh, dude, that's like going to Vegas and going to a casino and say we cannot possibly be red again, right? We're playing roulette and we've had black freaking 10 times in a row. There's no way it can't be red this time. Of course it can. Of course it can be red again. All right? Of course. Just because you had 9 in a row does not mean you can't have 10. Doesn't mean you can't have 11. Doesn't mean you can't have 12. It's like going to Vegas and flipping a coin, man. All in all, the odds are 50-50. And I would even argue that the odds are probably more red right now. But it doesn't matter just because you have a certain amount in a row. It doesn't matter. If that mattered, you wouldn't have 9 in a row. You wouldn't. All right. Diamond Vag. You got the Diamond Vag, man. No, we got the Diamond Balls in here. We got the diamond balls. If it's okay, man. Bitcoin coming down, but hey, it's okay. Why?
Happy and clapping. Vitalik is impressed. Vitalik clapping. Vitalik clapping.
There it is. What's my price to add ETH? I'm waiting for Bitcoin to drop below the 200 EMA. As soon as Bitcoin drops back below the 200 EMA, that's my next buy order. My next big buy order for ETH. I've been telling whenever Bitcoin's below 30K and I'm having a good day, I'll throw some in. But my big buy orders are below when Bitcoin's in between the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA. So as soon as Bitcoin drops below the 200 EMA, or even right at it, who knows? That's when I'll probably throw a bigger order in at both Bitcoin and ETH. Right now, I told you guys I'm sticking to mostly Bitcoin and ETH for this exact reason. Bitcoin has slight moves to the downside. Altcoins get trounced. So I'm sticking to mostly Bitcoin and ETH at the moment. The closer Bitcoin gets to that 200 SMA, that's when I'll go back into alts. But until Bitcoin goes back to the 200 SMA, I'm going to stay a little bit away from alts. If I miss out, it is what it is. I'll be happy with my Bitcoin and ETH. But I'm going to wait for there just because I think the downside potential is a little bit low on altcoins. But, Bitcoin and ETH between the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA, which I think it's going to be coming. It's coming there. It's coming there. Might not be in a straight line. You might have ups and downs and sideways and wiggly woos, but eventually going to come back down there. All right. So what are we looking at here? So we know Bitcoin broke support. We're waiting for the NASDAQ open. All right. We got vector candles popping up, you know, on the 4-hour time frame. We got vector candles popping up on the hourly time frame. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, they usually get filled, but we got to wait for a little bit more confirmation. I want to wait on this open to see what happens on this open. If NASDAQ opens red, I mean, Bitcoin can come down pretty hard. Whereas, I mean, if it opens green, yeah, you know, usually you got these vector candles here. You're usually going to come back up and retrace half of the way before you come back down, right? So let's wait and see. That W formation got absolutely trounced, right? And that's why it's not a perfect science. Get absolutely trounced there. And the bearish scenario was you break that wick, right? And you did, Now let's wait for 2 minutes. Let's wait 2 minutes here. Wiggly woos. I think the lowest would be 14K. We still fight the 28K position. Join the battle. Join the battle. Hold on, man. I gotta take a freaking piss like a racehorse right now. Holy moly, man. I'm out here trying to hold this piss like a friggin' racehorse. What's worse, that or eating the seatbelt? I don't know. Let's see. Do you think Bitcoin will break 20K in the next 2 years? We have 54% no and 46% say yes. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, Lifer, man. What's going on, man? I just saw Lifer with the super chat said the man, the myth, the legend. Let's get 15K. Guys, go check out Lifer at 10 o'clock, right after my stream, man. We're gonna hang out for the market open, and then I'm gonna head off. So go check them out after the stream, man. Can you check BTC monthly and weekly RSI? Yeah, I mean we've been talking about that on my channel, man. I mean we're getting to the levels that we typically always have a bounce. We're not quite there yet, and that's why I think we could go lower. But if you look at the weekly RSI, we're sitting at a 32. The lowest Bitcoin has ever been on that is a 28. What does that tell you? Well, that tells me that, you know, you still have potentially more downside here, right? Same thing on the monthly RSI. This is very basic stuff, right? You're not having any groundbreaking news here, but, you know, once again, same thing on the monthly RSI. The lowest you've ever been is about a 44. And Bitcoin right now is sitting at a 46. What does that tell me? You could go slightly lower, and that matches up perfectly with the 200 SMA coming up here. At about 22,000, and it'll probably be close to the 23,000 by the time we go down there, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for a move back down to the mid 50Ks, a retrace back up, right? Retrace back up, and then that move, then that final move to the 200 SMA. That's sort of what I see from a macro standpoint. Anything else from there, I think, is a guess at this point. You got to wait to see how the charts play out. But yeah, I mean, you're getting close. I mean, you're getting close to levels that historically we've only seen twice in a row. And this is why I think right now, you accumulating right now is a great time to accumulate. But you got to have the ball sack to be able to hold throughout times, because you could certainly go lower, man. You could certainly go lower, and I want people to know that just because I say it's a good time to buy does not mean that your portfolio could still drop another, 30, 40%, right? So just be prepared for that, right? Especially altcoins. If you're accumulating altcoins right now, you got to have the ball sack to be able to hold through potentially 50% drops, right? Do you have the ball sack for that? If you have the ball sack for that, these times will be great in the future. But if you don't have the ball sack for that, what's going to happen is you're going to DCA now, and then you're going to panic sell when it drops 50% lower, right? Do you have the ball sack to hold long enough and through really, really red times? That's what it comes down to, right? Do you have the ball sack? If you do, you'll make it. If you don't, you'll probably end up FOMOing at the next bull market top again. But it's really what it comes down to. I think we're going lower. I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, if I think we go lower, does it mean that right now is a bad time to accumulate in DCA in case it doesn't? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one knows where the exact bottom is, and that's why you should be DCAing in slowly but surely, and not waiting for an exact price point to really go all in, right? That's just my take, but do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Just nibbled on Bitcoin and ETH. There you go, Mike. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to pump hard so Jordan will have to FOMO. Starlord, I already got my... Starlord. I know you think I'm a bear. And I love you, Starlord. You watch my stream every single day. I will not be FOMOing in. I already have my bags packed. I have not sold anything. Okay? The only thing that I sold was to move back into Bitcoin and ETH. Right? I have my bags packed, and that's why I am prepared for both scenarios. If Bitcoin wants to pump from here, I'll be happier than a whistle. But if Bitcoin dumps from here, I'll also be happier than a whistle, because then I will accumulate more at lower prices. And that's why I think it's important to have skin in the game still, right? Have skin in the game, because you never know when the bottom is going to be. You won't catch me FOMOing. If Bitcoin starts pumping, I will not FOMO. Okay? I do not have FOMO in my blood. You know me. I always tell you guys, 20% drops or more, that's when I go in. I'm not gonna FOMO, man. I'm not gonna FOMO. But I'm ready to go. I'm lock and loaded. If we go up from here, awesome. If we go lower, awesome. Gotta be ready for both scenarios. Ball sack here, only 10% money left to put in the market. Hey man, anything's anything, bro. Anything. Just have a plan and stick to it. I'm not gonna tell you where to buy, just have a plan and stick to it, man. Have a plan and stick to it. That's what I say. Trout's equals sophisticated version of bent over. That's facts, man. That's absolute facts. Miami Heat in 7. Yeah, you get a better chance of seeing Santa Claus, man. Better chance of seeing Santa Claus, man.
Nope.
Jimmy Butler looked like pedestrian last night. He might be a little hobble, don't get me wrong. But he looked pedestrian. Okay? Absolutely pedestrian. Let's see. I'm stripping all over the copper out of my house right now. Should break even soon. Nice. Nice. All right, we got the market open. Let me go back and check the market open here. DXY is coming down a little bit. Let's go check out the NASDAQ here. Gee, let's start on the S&P. Where's the S&P? SPX. So SPX is coming up a little bit, I think. Let me go over here. Yeah, SPX is coming up a little bit on the open. NASDAQ. Let's check the NASDAQ here. NASDAQ. Usually have to wait. We have to wait 2 seconds on the NASDAQ. But the S&P is coming up a little bit. All right, Bitcoin also holding up a little bit here. We're waiting for that 4-hour close. You get the 4-hour close below right around 28,600. That's when you're going to be kind of looking at this like a little shady, and you could get that slight move, longer move to the downside. You know what I mean? Can you motivate me? Listen, man. I don't believe in someone motivating you, man. You got to be motivated yourself. Motivation has got to come from within. I don't believe that people can motivate you. I don't believe you. If you want something in life, it's got to come from within, right? You can't have someone telling you what to do, because if you're not motivated from within and someone's going to tell you what to do, it's going to go in one ear out the other. You got to have self motivation to get at whatever your goals are, right? So if your goal is to accumulate Bitcoin, you got to have that self motivation. You can't have someone telling you to accumulate, right? If your goal is to hit the gym every day, you got to have that self motivation. You can't have someone telling you what to do every day, because it's not going to be it's not going to last, right? You got to have that self motivation, man. I don't believe in someone motivating you. I don't believe that at all. It's got to come from within. It's got to come from within. All right, 28,350. Holy moly, man. Holy moly, guys. Do you mind if I take a piss real quick? I'll come right back, because I don't want to get off yet. Things are getting juicy. Nobody is listening to you until they are asking the questions. Facts. That was a good motivational speech. It's true, man. Those motivational speeches never work. Why? You might be motivated for a day, but if you're not motivated in yourself, it's not going to last. Hold on, guys. I got to go take a piss. I'm going to... I'm gonna go do this. Hold up. You guys can watch the chart here real quick. I'm going to put it on the 15-minute so you can see some action. Bitcoin trying to recover the vector candle here. And in the meantime... while I do that, here, you can listen to Carl Bybit. Here you go.
And I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin has falling out from this falling wedge, and I have made 100x on my long position over here on Bybit. You guys should go use my Bybit link. Links down in the description. Bybit link.
You like Bybit? Woo! Oh wow. I'm still here. Guys, I had to take a piss. I had to take a piss real quick. This is dumb. I can hear you being... No, man, I had to take a piss real quick. You know when you really have to go and you just can't... It's just... You're better off just going, man. You know why? Because I drink so much water, and when I have to go, I have to go. You know? So... All right, back to the shots. What are we looking at here? Well, I'm going to stick to the 1 hour time frame, man. You need a 60-second filler video for Pete Reyes. True. Very true. Jordan gets his do-rag. Think I wash my hands? Let me know in the chat. Do you think I wash my hands? Yes or no in the chat. Do you think I washed my hands? All right. Let's see. So the daily's dropping, like we said, guys. Let's go check the S&P. S&P is still coming up here. Still coming up. Ever so slightly. Wow, Bitcoin was at 22K. That would be freaking awesome. Not even close? No? No, you didn't? No? I sit backwards in the toilet now to pee because my butt's blown out from all the red candles. Oh, God. That sounds miserable, man. That sounds absolutely miserable. Yes? Lick them clean? I love this show. Listen, like... All right, can I ask you guys a serious question? All right, and this is totally not my view. All right, if you piss in your own house, okay, and you're clean, all right, you're clean. It's gonna sound so wrong, man. It's gonna sound so wrong. What's the point of washing your hands in your own house if you're clean, right? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Answer that question for me. It's the same thing. I don't know why I randomly thought about this. It's the same thing about about giving cards, right, as a present. The present is the gift, right? What's the point of the card? Just say whatever's on the card in words. What the hell is the point of a card? I hate cards. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I like how Coinbase sends me notifications as a Let's see, man. No point? There is no point, man. There's no point. Never going to this guy's house. Get the crabs off your hands? Oh, God, man. That's disgusting. I have no logical answer. I simply do what I wash my hands. Bacteria? But bacteria could be anywhere on your body. You know what I mean? If you know where your junk spends, you're good to go. Facts. Facts. All right, I'm going to continue on. Let's talk about something else, man. I'm going to get off this subject. You guys are like, Jordan, what the hell are you talking about, man? All right. So, like we said, we're kind of just watching Bitcoin. Bitcoin has finally broken out of this support level. Finally, man. I'm so glad it's out of this range. I went so sick of this freaking range. This range sucks. So we're finally out of that range. We're gonna wait for the close, obviously. So don't get your panties in a bunch. But 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the 5th touch of the support. We finally said what we talked about before it broke. We're gonna say the more we touch this support, the more we make lower highs, the more likely it is to break to the downside. That's exactly what we got. We finally got that break to the downside. Let's see let's wait for the close. If we get that close below, bada bing, bada boom. Net Leech said thoughts on Gala during the next run. Gala will be fine, man. Gala will be fine. Just like everything else, it will be fine. Let me go see what Gala's doing. I'm sure Gala dumped like everything else today. Yeah, Gala came back down and actually broke its previous lows. But just like everything else, man, you got vector candles popping up galore. So how many more hits to the downside are you going to see before you see a retrace is the question, right? But now you do have some liquidity up here for the market makers to come back up and take. But that's only if Bitcoin gets a retrace, right? But in theory, if Bitcoin gets a retrace, you could see a retrace all the way back up to the 4-hour 50 EMA, which right now sits at about 8.3 cents. But if Bitcoin wants to drop, right? I mean, your next logical area is back down at these wicks, right? Back down at these low wicks, back down at like 5 cents. Right? Just to keep it real here. I'm just keeping it real, man. Just keeping it real. The next logical area to come back down to, if Bitcoin doesn't want to retrace, is back down to like the 5 to 6 cent level, right? Back down here. So, just keeping it 100, G. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Well, good news, the new range to enjoy for another 6 weeks. So we have Crab Walk song. No, we don't have a Crab Walk song. We probably do need a Crab Walk song, huh? But guys, just like to always say, are you going to be SpongeBob? Or are you not going to be SpongeBob? Let me know in the chat if you are SpongeBob. Let me know in the chat if you're not SpongeBob. Are you going to be SpongeBob, man? Are you going to be SpongeBob, or are you going to stick to your original plan?
Rant alert.
Okay? Because I bet a lot of people were the top SpongeBob right here. A lot of people were the top SpongeBob. And you had a plan, right? You had a plan saying if Bitcoin's going to hit this level, right, that's going to be my plan to buy. If Bitcoin hits this level to the upside, that's going to be my plan to take profits. And don't get me wrong, guys. I have deviated from my plan so many times. And if I didn't deviate from my original plan, if I stuck to the plan I had when I had a straight mind and didn't have fear and greed, I would have been way better. But who is going to, okay? Who is going to stick to their plan that they originally had? Because these are the times. These are the times that make or break you, man. These are the times. Whatever your plan is. If your plan is to short BTC, go for it. If your plan is to buy the dips, go for it. If your plan is to sell because you need the money for bills, and you said it's gonna break the support, and you're gonna sell, go for it. Stick to your original plan when you had a clear mind, because when the market's moving hard in one way, you're gonna have huge fear when the market's moving down. You're gonna have huge greed when the market's moving up. I told you guys this the other day. The best time to make a plan is when the market's going sideways. For the last 2 weeks, we should have been making plans. We might not be in the range right now, right? We might not still be in the range. We're waiting for this 4-hour close. We had the big wick to the downside. If Bitcoin closed back above 28,600, we're just right back into the range, like nothing happened. And I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen, because we got some liquidity up here to take from the old little market makers. But, just stick to whatever your original plan was, all right? I'm sticking to my plan. I'm not going to let fear dictate my plan, and I'm not going to let greed dictate my plan. I have a plan, and I'm sticking to it, right? There's so many times where I regret not sticking to my plan because I had greed. I'm just like anyone else. I might sit up here and talk to you guys for hours every day about Bitcoin, but I'm just like everyone else. I have fear and greed too, and sometimes I need to, get rid of that, right? What was my plan up here? You guys probably remember. I told you guys I was taking profits at 46K. Did I? No, I didn't. If I stuck to my plan, I took profits at 46K, guess what? I literally would have took profits pretty much right at the highs. But I didn't, right? I didn't stick to my plan. I let greed take advantage of me a little bit. And that's not going to happen, man. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen again. I have my plan and I'm going to stick to it. You know, it is what it is. You guys probably remember I told you guys I was taking profits at 46 and 56. We got to 48, but did I take profits at 46? No. I let greed dictate me, right? And it's the same thing to the downside. Right? I'm telling myself I'm going to buy between the 200 SMA and the 200 EMA, and I'm going to DCA whenever Bitcoin's below 30K. And I'm sticking to that plan. I'm sticking to that freaking plan. And I'm not going to deviate from it. All right, Bitcoin's bouncing back up a little bit here. So we're back above, big wick to the downside. We're actually back above that support. So there we go. Retrace back to the upside. That's why it's important to wait for it closes and not get too emotional before we have closes. All right? Doesn't mean we you know, it's guaranteed it's going to close up here now, right? We could just come back down, but that's why I wait for the closes. Nice little retrace there from BTC after a move back down to like 28K. So not too shabby there. You know, you got the move back to the downside. You took about, what's funny is you actually took about half of the wick, right? You took about half of that big wick we had in the daily time frame, at least on the, this is the Binance chart. You took about half the wick on the Binance chart, right? And we know that, you know, about half of candles or half of wicks is usually all, you know, all you need sometimes. So let's see where we close now. Let's see where we close in the daily. But nice retrace there. Let's see where we close, though. We still got to wait for that damn close. Glad I longed. There you go, Jimmy. Jimmy with the stimmy. Jimmy with the $500 stimmy. I think everyone struggles to take profits. We can all buy low. Very true, man. Very true. Bull trap. Let's find out, man. Let's find out. Everything's a bull trap and everything's a bear trap, I guess. You know? Oh, remove the meme? My bad, man. The meme's still up. We gotta remove the meme. That's too funny, man. Sometimes I forget the memes. There we go, man. SpongeBob taking the wick. SpongeBob taking the wick. Squeeze SpongeBob. Sometimes I always forget that stuff's on there. That's funny. That's really, really funny. All right, so we're coming back up here. We're coming back up. What's going to happen now? That's the question. That's the question we're all waiting for. What alts are good to accumulate? I'll tell you guys. I mean, the only alts I'm holding right now is... I'll tell you the coins I'm holding right now. It's 90% Bitcoin and ETH. So Bitcoin and ETH. The hell is this, man? Get out of here with your ads, coin market cap. I'm at 90% Bitcoin and ETH, and then very, very few altcoins. I'm holding Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, AVAX, Shiba, Matic, Chainlink. Then I think after that, it's only Harmony and Cadena as two lower cap plays. Everything else I consolidated into a nice little consolidation. You know, could I consolidate more? Maybe. Who knows? But that's what I got right now. Who bought the dip? Let's go. Nice, man. Oh, yeah. Could you please help explain what dollar cost means? So dollar cost average means that you know, as the price is moving down, you buy to lower your average price. So when the market moves back up, I mean, in theory, you're buying as the price moves down to lower your cost average, right? So it's going to take your investment, I guess, over time less to break even, right? It's just anything. I mean, it's a very broad definition, right? I mean, there's so many definitions of dollar cost average. So many definitions. Was that Miley? Is this going to be 9 red weekly candles? I would argue, where's Bitcoin on the weekly chart right now? I would argue, yes. I'm going to say Bitcoin is going to close red this week, in my personal opinion. And then, man, It's tough. It's tough to really know what happens from there, right? Because you want to look at this, right? You literally want to look at this. Holy moly, Tino. Tino. Bruh. Holy shiza, man.
Mad love repping the hybrid.
Holy moly, man. Tino. Coming in hot. Guys, you guys need to go check. I've been telling you guys for the last week. You need to go check out Trader's Reality, man. He makes freaking awesome content, right? His shit works better than any person I've ever seen. I've been telling you guys this for the last week. And that's why I keep literally, and I'm not shilling, okay? I'm not shilling anything. I'm literally telling you straight up. This stuff works better than literally anything I've ever seen. The guy is a freaking genius, man. He's a freaking genius. He's a little bit, at first, it's a little bit hard to understand, but the more you watch, the more you pick on what he's saying, you understand that it actually works. That's why I've been telling you guys. That's why I've been using it for the last week. I'm not just using it to confuse you guys. I'm using it because the shit actually works. You guys you gotta go check out Tino, man. Trader's Reality. Freaking awesome, man. Let's get a pub song going for Tino. That's freaking awesome, bro. Trader's Reality, man. Go check it out. He's a freaking stud, man. Let's go check it out. Here we go. Punk song for Tino. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Is Tino's indicator free? Yeah. Trader's Reality right here, man. But make sure you watch his channel to make sure what's going down. Mod up, Tino. Seriously. And I'm not just saying that just cuz, right? I mean, I watch other people's channels now and I'm like, dude, this is... And I used to do the same thing, right? I used to look at the basic stuff and it works somewhat, but after watching Tino, nothing really works better than that, to be honest. Seriously. You guys should definitely go check him out. Tino's the man, Grave Trader, even better dude. Facts. His voice is so common, too. I listen to his voice, and I'm like, dude, this guy's voice is crazy, man. He's got the most common voice in the world. Let's see, man. Hold up. Let me go check, see if I can find him in the chat. Need to pick up her daughter. He's always gonna go pick up his daughter. That's funny, man. Holy moly, man. That's absolutely nuts, bro. That's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. BTC has fallen. Yeah, BTC's fallen. But you got the retrace back up. I think it's gonna retrace back up a little bit more here. Back up to the 50 EMA, as Tino says. But yeah. That's what we're waiting for right now, man. That's crazy. Market makers coming for that liquidity on vector candles. Facts. I can't do the accent, man. I tried the accent the other day. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Let me mod up Tino. I got to mod up Tino. There you go, man. Congratulations, man. I'm modding you up just because. Why is S&P 500 going up? I mean, if you look at it on the daily time frame, right? I don't know how long this is going to last for. I mean, you always get you got to get the retrace to at least the 20 EMA. I don't know how long that's going to last for, though. Right? You got to watch that closely. But, you know, like we always say, you usually get retraces, man. Bop, W formation, right back up to the 20 EMA, 50 EMA, and then you kind of take it from there, right? Will it continue up higher than those? We got to wait and see, right? We literally got to wait and see. If that comes down and gets rejected, it is what it is, but you're always going to have retraces. Doesn't mean they're going to last, though, right? Boom, retrace back up. Then you continue down. You can find that really anywhere in the chart. Shout out to Tino and the W formations, too. They always work, man. All right, guys. I've been live for like an hour and a half, man. I try not to keep these like longer than an hour, but I stayed on just because we had some movement. Bitcoin retraced the move, so I see it probably coming up and retracing this a little bit more at least. We have a vector candle here, at least coming back up to test the 50 EMA. Once again, I'm still learning this stuff too. But coming back up to the 50 EMA, retracing this candle, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll see where we'll be live again at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We'll see where we are at that time, right? So catch you guys later. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'm going to go enjoy my day. We got the stream coming up at 7 p.m. Got a concert coming up tonight. Should be a fantastic day. The weather is nice, not too hot, not too cold. It's a beautiful day out there. All right. Catch you guys later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't panic sell your crypto unless you need the money for something, some bills or something. But, and most of all, don't panic sell your crypto. All right. Catch you guys later, my friend. Peace out.